Hello gamers. So back in May, holy shit, it's been that long already, I redesigned some of my old characters from my old webcomic called the Dream Guardians. I had a few ideas for more redesigns for this old comic, so I decided to finally make a part 2. I recommend watching part 1 for more info, but basically Dream Guardians is a comic about a guy who goes to this dream world to save his dad. While there, he meets and befriends these superhuman-like things known as the Dream Guardians, who protect humans from the supposed bad guy, aka this bitch. Pretty much all the characters were just gender-bent versions of my Undertale OCs. The story wasn't planned at all, it was all trash. In part 1, I redesigned the main protagonist himself, one of his friends, and the supposed villain. In this video, I'm going to be redesigning more of his friends, and the one I considered to be the actual villain of the story. So let's get right into it. In the original version of the Dream Guardians, Gabriel, formerly Fabian, meets 5 Dream Guardians, including Firestone, who was featured in part 1. That means 6 characters overall, the same number as the number of Undertale OCs. For this redesign, I decided to cut the remaining 4 characters to just 2, since for one I have a bad habit of making my stories have way too many characters, and 2, I want to differentiate from those aforementioned Undertale OCs. So the first character here is meant to be kind of a fusion of my Undertale OCs Clover and Percy, as well as loosely referencing the original design, which I don't have many images of. Basically, they're a cowboy with lots of eyes. The eyes are a slight reference to Percy's notebook, and also since their eyes aren't visible on their face. A bit tongue-in-cheek, if you will. Because of these eyes, I named him Aristina, which is a fusion of the words iris and retina. Personality-wise, he's a quiet and solemn bookworm type, but can be extremely intimidating when he wants to. He ironically says yeehaw after all. Aristina probably doesn't warm up to Gabriel as easily as the others do. The wings also kinda remind me of those biblically accurate angels with like 6 wings. I ended up making the wings on him and the next character a little different from Firestone's. I wanted them all to have bits and pieces in common but be different too. The next Dream Guardian is yet another fusion of my Undertale OCs, the ones in question being Melody and Cody. I decided to name her Watercress. I think Watercress definitely works the pajama motif way better than Aristina does. I kinda forgot about that for him, but oh well. Her wings do kinda look like a cape now that I think about it, but hey, she'd probably be pretty down to earth anyway. She'd definitely be the mum of the group and would get on with Gabriel almost right away. She'd also act as a mediator, keeping the gang in line. Although she's very sweet and caring, she definitely has a bad side. I wouldn't want her coming after me. Once I started colouring her, she honestly reminded me of Demeter from Lore Olympus. Must be the green skin. The green was a good choice honestly, since Watercress is a plant. In hindsight though, I think I made her hair a little too similar to Melody's. I forgot to do this until the end, but I also gave her and Aristina tattoos, similar to Gabriel and Firestone. And the final character for this redesign is the big bad real villain Asteria, aka Gabriel's mother and Adonis' sibling. Basically, they want to take over the dream world and turn it into a utopia, but it's actually a dystopia. And of course, they want to use their own son to achieve their goals. The Adonis tried to stop them, but got falsely labelled as the villain. Since Adonis was all about night and the moon, and made Asteria be all about the sun. They honestly remind me of Yellow Diamond a bit. Their sunny disposition is definitely a facade, although their intentions are noble at least. I suppose I'm fine with revealing this plot twist to you all, since I've been thinking about it, and to be honest, I'm not really planning to do anything with these characters or the story. It's simply just YouTube entertainment. The story is interesting enough for me, not when I've got a lot of other ideas I like more. So sorry if you were expecting anything. But it was fun. I'm glad I got to go back and see how much my character designs have changed over the years. And now, all the designs are done, which means this 2-parter is complete. Thanks for watching, and watch as I never talk about these characters again. F in the chat.